When we all start this business, man, we're all trying to get to a point where we don't have to work a job anymore. And for me, it was like getting to a point really where I knew my bank account was going to be growing at the end of every month. And that took a lot longer than I had anticipated it would take. I'm used to doing well at things. I expect to do well at things. I treat it like I'm going to do good at things. And it still took me a while. And some of the things that I'm going to go over with you are things that I did not realize were going to happen as I got bigger, even though I probably should have. One of the things I'm going through right now, even though everything is solid, is I have phones at my assistant's house. My assistant's helping my assistant. I have phones at my store. I have phones in my car. There's trade-ins I have to do. Because I have so many, I don't feel comfortable doing them all myself. So then I have like several other people that are doing trades for me. I have about $5,000 in cards, like in gift cards. I just sold like $4,000 worth or $4,700 worth. But then I have $2,100 left, and then I have like $4,000 worth of phones to trade in. So anyway, so some of that contradicts, but it's like you end up with cash, and then you end up with tons of phones, and then you have lots of phones like in transit. I'm going to pick up 11 13 Pro Maxes right now from the store. I just sold 28 on eBay, and I hadn't shipped them out yet. So it's just like it spreads out like infinitely, like the universe. And even though I have 2 local assistants, I have a virtual assistant, I have several different runners, I have a store that helps me get the phones, there comes a point where you're just like, that's kind of like what it is. And the best you can do is try to rein all that in somewhat to where you still have enough cash, and to where the phones are getting out, they're getting sold within a week, 2 weeks tops. Like, that's kind of like what it is. And the best you can do is try to rein all that in somewhat to where you still have enough cash, and to where the phones are getting out, they're getting sold within a week, 2 weeks tops, depending on how you're selling them. Like if I'm selling them on eBay, I don't mind it taking a little longer. I'm going to get more, and it's just going to be a slower process. And then if I'm selling to other buyers, like these 11 that I'm picking up right now, that's a lot trickier of a setup. And so, anyway, best you can do is rein it all in, hire people to help you out, but then you hire people, and then you get more phones, because that's what you wanted, because you hired people. It's crazy, y'all. It's super crazy. Anyway, this is what I'll be teaching here coming up. If you're interested, get with me. And this is not beginner stuff. If you are a beginner, you have plenty of material that I've made for free. You can message me about that too as well, and I'll send that your way.